Alright, welcome to this game. Sorry I was there a little. I was finishing up something else. Unfortunately, times are not on my side because everybody's delayed after the first one. So here it is. Oh my god. Welcome to Gamers Lounge Winners Cup. This is the second game of Group A here on the second day of playing. This is between ThunderCross on the dark side and 4kTrash on the Radiant side. We just witnessed a 4kTrash pretty much getting handed to him in the previous game. Let's hope that they pull themselves together for this one. So let's see. We have Troll and Sniper as the first two bans for the Radiant. Nothing too surprising there. Very strong heroes, very popular ones as well. I see Tyrant and TA ban for the Dire side. TA is a hero that is good against teams with full burst damage that doesn't have a lot of ways to either crowd control through BKB or the ability to slow the TA or DOT her refraction down. So if you want to pick a team like that, it's fine to ban TA, although I don't think I'd like banning her this early though. Well, Tyrant, of course, another is... This hero has been pretty much talked about for every single time, every single game that's been casted on this tournament so far. A very linear hero. It does what it doesn't do anything else. If you don't like him, ban him. That's what happens. So Witch Doctor is the first pick of the game for ThunderCross. Witch Doctor, very versatile support hero. Does a lot of damage in the late game. You allow it. Do decently with farm, has disables, and very ranged. So decent and fast too. A very good hero. Very good addition to the support lineup as well. On the Radiant team, they pick up Shadow Fiend and Rubik. Shadow Fiend very popular now. After that 100 damage buff, after all, pretty much wins mid lane against most heroes, but still is quite vulnerable to ganks because he's squishy as hell, or things like that. You have Rubik. Now Rubik is not a very, uncalculated pickup. You usually want him to counter a certain hero of some sort, but who really is to know? Because Rubik is still a hero that delivers a good amount, control, I guess, especially with against a team that you can pretty much fight against. Like this, I can steal a lot of good spells from the enemy team so far, and even if it is any less than that, it should be fine either way. So here it is. Invoker is a hero I haven't seen in a while though. Hero is super versatile, but quite easily being shut down if you're not getting early free farm and getting fast orchid and go and QW and do things like that. So it's hard to say either way. That's one. See Bristleback and Silencer being banned for the Dire side. Silencer is a hero that I've also been seen being banned a lot in this tournament. I'm not gonna say that it's justified in my opinion. It hasn't been played yet and hasn't been played effectively. Yes, that's the problem. But still a very good hero either way, I would say. Bristleback is also a very popular hero in these games I've been watching so far. Been doing somewhat decently. Hasn't won games yet, but hasn't lost games yet either. Well, it is what it is. He's also a very popular choice because he's a popular hero. On the flip side, we have a Viper ban. Now, Viper is quite the hero. Last time I see Viper, he pretty much lost the game. Not because... it's a lot less because of the player, but also because of the hero as well. You only do so much, and once you do all of it, it's really weird. It's like you can farm a decent amount of early game, but because you're a hero with no what's the word? Wave clear, you can't farm that fast unless you buy Mahoney or something. You're kind of stuck on that front. You kind of have to do only so much, and you fell off really hard in the late game, even though you buy BKBs and such. You're really tanky, don't get me wrong. You just don't do much with it. And Dusa is another ban. Dusa is, I guess, a hero. Not really sure it warrants this ban, but Maybe he does. I mean, you don't want to pick Dusa against Invoker. So if you don't want to pick Dusa, you may as well ban him if you don't think you can deal with him in a sustained damage kind of way, or kite him around with proper CC. First pick for second phase of Radiant is Ogre Magi. It's a support hero that's been really falling out of favor ever since the nerf to his cast range, I think it was. And it does actually happen. That actually matters a lot. And also you already have 2 disables. Although it's kind of soft, they don't last that long, but they have a lot of damage and utility within them. And it's certainly something that complements well with the array of nukes that a hero like Shadowfiend delivers. So ThunderCross still has, okay, Nyx, another one of the heroes that we don't see too often. Nyx is pretty good against Rubik for obvious reasons. He's a squishy intelligence hero, and maybe TC will be looking to pick a more of a team fight focused lineup because they already banned out Silence, so they can pick Enigma or something and go full grid with Invoker, safe lane, Witch Doctor pulling Enigma, jungle, Nyx off lane or mid. Nyx mid is fine against Shadowfiend. Well, maybe not that fine, but they already have their cores, I'd say. I really don't want Nyx to be a support. It doesn't do enough as a support because it doesn't have enough levels to properly deal with the array of heroes that the enemy team has to offer. Wow, my throat, Jesus. So both supports I've been picked up by 4K already. I wonder they pick up some more cores. Axe is still in the pool. Axe is a very good hero, especially in this game, because he has even more DPS and ability to hard kill through through something like what's the spike carapace, right? So that's an invaluable thing to have. PA is the hero, is going to be the core of choice for 4K. I'm not really sure what this hero means though. I mean, you're expecting to get free farm, I suppose, but Rubik and PA and Ogre Magi is an okay defensive trial lane, but if you really are faced against an offensive trial lane, maybe it won't end too well for you, because PA is really squishy, especially early on, and her spells without levels are also very weak. So maybe that's not the best of heroes that you can pick, but it's not like the worst either. If you actually do get free farm, like PA will be very good, especially against a hero like Juggernaut. Juggernaut is a hero that we ignored the last time, I think. I don't remember it too well, but it's of course an extremely popular hero this patch, and will work perfectly fine in pretty much any lineup. You can pick him and he does his things, and there's only one quote-unquote instant disables on the Radiant team, which would be Rubik left, of course. So Spin will do the work defensively, one would say. And lastly is going to be a ban above the Disruptor by the Radiant. Disruptor, not really sure what Disruptor does in this kind of lineup. I mean, it's not as good a setup as Void, I guess, but you can't pick Void because you already have enough cores, one would say. So Disruptor is a counter to anything, I guess. I guess it's a counter to PA. I mean, very early on when you go on him, but usually that you just want to kill him instead. And Omni Knight, wow, I'm actually quite surprised they banned out Omni Knight, because they do TC does have a native diffusal carrier in Juggernaut. I mean, it isn't the best item you want to buy, but it isn't a bad item either. And you can have a decent amount of DPS even after going through all the diffusal charges. But it is a very strong hero to couple with Shadowfiend, especially if you don't have anything to CC around BKB. So Bad Rider is going to be the last pick by 4K. Very good hero, of course. Good offlaner, versatile, can catch up and farm, and can make space, which the PA would desperately need, and Shadowfiend too, if he can make his own space and he gets under very early pressure, which could be very possible if Invoker goes early Exort and Nyx Assassin gets a free lane and is allowed to hit 6 quite early. So there it is. On the other hand, TC can pick up and should pick up a support right now, although a hero like VS, for example, will be very good because it not only counters Lasso, it does counter Lasso, but it also counters positioning things from Rubik and also gives you kind of a buffer against PABS. But no, they actually going to go for a Nyx support. Wow. Going to call Necroforce instead. Well, I kind of see the logic that they're running with. See, just Necroforce just kind of focusing on either the Shadow Fiend and PA just to hope to delete them from the game. Well, I might say that could not be enough. Alright, so on the 4K side, the Radiant side, we have Rain playing the offlane Bandrider, Max on the mid Shadow Fiend, Spade playing the PA, Bang on the Super Rubik, and Somzi on the Ogre Magi. Boots first, of course. Where are the words? Oh, there it is. Words, yes, okay. On the Dire side, we have BSK playing the mid Invoker, Sam Fisher on the Support Witch Doctor. This is a Nyx Assassin offlane. What? Offlane Nyx Assassin played by Mind Stalker. And offlane Juggernaut as well, played by Blaster Jax and Roth. Wait. This isn't support Necrophos, is it? It may actually be support Necrophos. Oh dear. That would certainly be something I've never seen before. I mean, I haven't seen support Necrophos since 2009. That was back during my Garena days. Oh, there's going to be a catch out here. PA taking a lot of damage, getting stacked. Spin doing no damage. Oh, there it is. It's doing some damage now. Easy first blood. So now that he has 600 gold, let's see what he buys before we can know. What is this lane? Wait, who's top? Oh, with Nyx Assassin is top. Wait a minute. So it is actually a support Necrophos. Wow. Okay, alright. Now let's see how it works. I mean, Reaper side, as shitty as a spell it is early on anyway, it's not a bad support spell, especially if you can guarantee the kill. You can guarantee a lot of things as well. At farm mostly, or something like that. And of course, mid Shadow Fiend versus Invoker. Is this XOR Invoker? Yes, it seems like it. Shadow Fiend should be winning this lane later on, but he's already winning this lane very early on. So it's actually quite terrible for the Invoker player. I think he had like quite a bit of early damage boost, but squandered it in last hitting. So that's where we are now. Shadow Fiend is 5-5 in terms of CS. Invoker is only 2-0, actually quite bad. Mod lane though could be a bloodbath. You're not careful. There's 2 range creeps. It's kind of poking around here. As I expected, the defensive tri-lane is already being pressured. Wow, what? That was fast. Nyx is dead even before he does anything. Actually got very early Tranquil boost. He could probably drop the Tranquil boots before. Yep, he's doing it before last hitting. But he's missing the last hit, so I guess it doesn't matter. I wonder if he's gonna buy a Sobi mask right now. That'd be very good. Buying a Sobi mask is essential to his sustainability in this lane. Oh god, Rubik lift back. There's a lot of damage already on the Necrophos. Necrophos will die. You don't want to do things like this. So even though you have creeps on your side, you want them to be attacking the enemy heroes. You want to push it. In this lane that was winning quite hard is now problematic. Although at the very least this PA isn't last hitting very well. No fault of our own. Oh, only a little fault of her own. Okay, that was definitely her own fault. But she does have a good amount of sustain, regen, whatever you want to call it. So she'll be fine in this lane. Like, this is really weird. It's like there's actually no reason that the Witch Doctor is just kind of sitting here. What does it even do here? Just stay over here and hit the Rubik, and you can. The Rubik literally cannot do anything. It's like they're afraid of the most mundanely inconsequential things, one might say. So Volker, is it boots now? I wonder. Yep. Not a lot of CS. 3 CS. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He is getting destroyed in this lane. I mean, I didn't expect this after the start that he got, but now it's just kind of bad. I'm actually quite surprised the Witch Doctor is just completely foregoing sticking to a lane, just kind of walking around like this. This Necroforce might be dead because of it. I didn't throw it back though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yep. This is why I dislike this. That makes no sense for him to move around like this. I mean, sure, he's securing runes, but it's really what the Invoker should try to do. Although it's actually impossible to do that against the Shadow Fiend. But the Shadow Fiend isn't even trying. Doesn't seem like he's trying. I mean, it really looks like revisionist history, but I'd say that this movement is really bad. Because you're giving up a possibly won lane, and basically you lost it, and then you're not doing anything else actually. So I don't know. It really does seem like the Radiant is already up to a pretty good start despite their giving up first blood. Well, there's the lag. Well, and I'm not talking too much, but as far as I've been conditioned after all these games to expect not really a strategy from any of these drafts per se, just kind of winging it. I could even say it's like, well, it's easy to see the Necroforce. I don't know what Necroforce. No, the Dire team is a kind of draft that relies a lot on pickups because you have a lot of heroes that is good for it. Deathward, Maledict, Reaper Side, of course, Max Sunstrike, and Nyx Assassin. Well, Radiant is just kind of an all-around okay draft. It doesn't have a lot of big CC like Black Hole or whatever, but you have an okay amount of disables. Has bad weather, so you're good to go there. You have a lot of damage early on. Shadow Fiend has a lot of damage later on at PA, so you're gonna be weak to Reaper's Side sooner or later, but it may be a lot better than that. Who knows? Let's see how this laning stage goes. This top lane, this Barret is destroying, which is expected. This mid lane, this Shadow Fiend is also destroying, which I already had touched on. And bot lane PA is struggling a little bit. Also expected with the lane she got. But one might say that that's the lane that's kind of the most balanced. It's like it's hard to say that who's winning this lane per se, because even though that Radiant has gotten 2 kills already in this bottom lane, they are not securing farm. So as far as the opportunity and the aim of this aggressive trial lane go, it could have been done a lot better, as I wanted to say before, but it's not that bad now. So let's see how they want to do that moving forward. That's all I have about it right now, because the pause isn't really... Oh, finally. Good job. Good job. Informed. Okay, so Switch Doctor is just kind of walking around, just kind of tanking raises. I guess that's why I don't really feel like what he's been doing is of any value whatsoever. Now he's just nonchalantly walking back to bottom lane. It's not nonchalantly, I think I would say. Oh wow, okay. That's a solo kill on the Invoker. That it should not have happened, especially with Golden still on cooldown. And the Rubik and Ogre Magi support of the Radiant has already smoked up and started to move mid. However, mid died. No, they didn't. I really wish they would just move mid and camp the mid. So if he TPs in like this and he dies immediately, that would be amazing. However, they're going for the backside. They do actually do this. The spin is already coming out. A little too early, one would say. They might want to fight this because of how it works. Yep, there should be a dead ogre. I say should. Stun doesn't really do much at such early levels. Which Doctor actually dies at the backline. A little too chissy. Okay, which that's a very, very level 1 Maledict. He actually doesn't do anything. Oh dear. That's disaster. Well, it's actually perfectly fine for a while, but then... Oops. I actually wonder... I remember in Dota 1, if you level Maledict when you already casted it, the previously casted Maledict also levels up in terms of damage. I wonder if it's the same thing in level 2, and if he had leveled Maledict once he get level 3, would the Ogre have just died and would have made it all worth it? It's hard to say, but it is something to ponder. Oh my god, Invoker is not dead? Okay, he's dead. That's level 1 Cold Snap though. It's really, really weak. My god. And that's all the problem right here is that they have an Invoker on the Dire team who's maxing Sunstrike, for God's sake, and they haven't seemed to do anything just yet. I said put Sunstrike on anybody. Sunstrike here. Sunstrike this PA, for example. Not that you can hit this, but something like this PA. Or this Ogre. Sunstrike anything. And it misses. Oh wow. It's so weird to see Juggernaut like this. No EXP, no threat. It's actually just not a threat. Oh, Bad Dagger got his blink already. 7 minutes blink dagger. That is okay. That should be an immediate call. Both heroes deny the rune. Oh man. So this Jug is maxing crit. I'm not sure if I'm on board with this. I'm actually not on board with this at all. But it's not the worst. Mask up. Yeah, Morbid Mask. He has a lot of he lost CS. Obviously the Shadowfin is rocking this game right now because he just destroyed this freaking mid tower by himself. Oh, what? Why is he backing off? He's a fucking bed rider, for God's sake. Nice coordination. Blink no. Wow. Oh, you can't actually. You couldn't actually have gone there. That would have been too dumb. He didn't have the support he needed because this PA was very, very low in terms of farm. Well, the Rubik is dead. See, the rotation's already not working out for the Dire side, not for the Radiant side, because of the virtue how this better is going. Actually leaving the lane for some reason, even though the Shadowfin is back is going forward. It also actually has Blink Dagger. Both of them have Blink Dagger. They're going in. They should know this, but one will have to be caught because of his rune, and that is a miss race. Very good stun by Nyx, but he's gonna die here. And this guy too. Maybe this guy too, actually. No, he needs to hit the Sunstrike here. It doesn't. He doesn't even try. Does he? Sometimes I wonder if this Invoker forget the fact he has Sunstrike. This actually does look like it. Has only thrown out one so far in this entire game. And oh my god. Race easy. It's a lot of coordination right now from 4K. And they're doing very well. Bat is not dead. How much mana does the Shadowfiend has? Enough. Wow. Another one. But he will die here. Because he couldn't dodge everything. This Nyx is probably fine. Probably. Yes. What? Oh my PA, please, you're dead. You're actually just dead. Not worth. Wait, no, he's not. Yeah, she wasn't gonna dodge everything there. But that was not worth. You already lost one core, you don't want to lose another. It's like I know see, it's not worth the Nyx kill. Okay, 1,000 reliable go. Yeah, Nyx has too much reliable gold for that to make sense. Both teams get gold after that. This is ridiculous. Well, Shadowfiend, he tried. He did his best. He's not very fast. I mean, he's quite fast, but he isn't faster. This Jug though, all the farm he has is pretty much vanished at this point. Shadowfiend may be dead. He's probably dead. Finally, that Sunstrike. Okay. It's a very good kill for Dire. Necrophos might die here. What the hell was that? Oh, it was meant to stun this thing. It only made things harder though. Considering that Witch Doctor isn't a hero that does much after he had already stunned. And the fact that he has level 1 Maledict means the Maledict doesn't do much either. It does like 100 damage at most at this point. You see, it doesn't scale very well. Well, better is chasing. So I'm not really sure this is what he should be doing, considering the fact the entire enemy team is missing off the map. He really should die here. He's dead. Yep. That's well-deserved death there. Nobody seems to be too keen on actually watching the minimap or placing wards. Actually, there's only 2 wards on the map. It's pretty much the same spot. I mean, this one actually doesn't see the rune, which is kind of ridiculous in itself, but it is kind of helpful in that sense. Wow, TP. Did he miss TP? Yeah, he missed TP. At the very least, the Dire is kind of putting their plans into motion. Though this Necrophos is still yet to be level 6. He actually doesn't have boots. It's like playing against a bot. It's synth. Oh. Oh, what the hell is that AoE? Wow. Slow is pretty well done, I'd say. Just leave space for PA like this, especially since the entire enemy is accounted for. But they needed more than that. I don't know if I like this observer ward here though. I want it to be a little bit further in or further out. It's just so that you can see more what's relevant and predict rather than passively wait for them to go and so that you can react to it. The game really looked very good for Radiant in the beginning, but not so much now. Turret switch, it doesn't matter. This is objectively the wrong thing to do. You should always raise first, but it doesn't. As I said, it doesn't matter because he has a regen rune anyway. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, then there was a Nyx there. Oh my! I didn't see his icon on the minimap because it was under the ogre and the bat rider. I was wondering what the hell they were doing there. Well, there's the problem on me. Not paying attention or paying too much attention to other things. So his PA is rushing a very quick, well, as quick as he can, Battle Fury. I'm not sure how much I'm on board with this idea, but I'm not gonna blame him for it. Actually, maxing Blink Strike as well. One of my favorite builds. I am honestly I am very against maxing Blur. I'm not saying the maxing Blur is bad after Dagger, of course, but the thing about maxing Blur is it's super weird to feel like that, because you give up a lot of utility on Blink Strike, at least level 3 Blink Strike, because the cooldown is pretty good, because cooldown scales better this way. So even though it's 3 linear cooldown decrease at every level, it allows you to have a substantially more substantially higher number of jumps every cooldown. I see Nyx being caught out here. Yeah, Sunstrike as well, combo. There's no defining blast. A little bit too late there. Nobody's actually dead yet. Here comes this Bat Rider. Can't actually caught everything because of Spike Carapace, but here comes the Nyx, who is dead. Should be dead. It's not big. Yep, there's a race. A little bit too late, but they get the kill on Necrophos as well. Necrophos is still not level 6. That's actually so bad. But this is happening. PA gets picked up on the bottom lane. Took both Deathworth and Omni Slash to do it, but they did do it. But this also means that this top lane is dead. Bottom lane seems to be able to be defended. It's actually a stun left, I'm not quite sure. This Spider should be fine though. Blink Dagger and all. He's a Force Staff now. Spider will become a very big menace after this. Multicast. Wow, the BS. Actually so slow. Wow, what? This is a max slow? No, it's not even a max slow yet. Ooh. What a hero this hero is. Hero is just fun, you can just walk up and hit people. Although that's usually not what you do anymore, but yeah, can do that, certainly. Nyx is on the prowl once again. Doesn't seem like they really know that he's here. They don't. This Rubik is dead. Oh, should be. Very nice defining blast. Stun combo as well. They actually stole Vendetta. Ooh. Very well played. He can hit him once and go back. Hit him once. Oh, here comes the Bat Rider. 4 staff as well. Nothing to counter that. Vendetta hit on the Invoker, but they didn't turn to kill him off, and now the spin is going on both of the spin is not doing too much damage, and the PA is dead regardless because of Maledict. Everybody else is kind of just ticking down on all fronts here. Another spin coming up from Rubik, but this also doesn't do much damage. Ogre gets chased down. Here comes the Shadow Fiend. Stun is already used by Nyx. Everybody's taking a lot of damage. Nyx is dead. Juggernaut is dead as well. And where is the Necrophos? Here it is. It doesn't do anything because that's level 1 ulti, and he's dead. Instant buyback by Nyx. That BKB was probably correct, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, the BKB wouldn't have saved him from the Reaper side, because Reaper side is actually quite a terrible spell like that, but at least it means that he doesn't just die to Shadow to the Nyx right now. Where's the lift? No lift? Oh, misses the race there. Still got the kill because of Blink. The Shadow Fiend is just owning this game right now. He's 40 CS ahead of the next contender. He's 2,000 gold ahead. Actually, 3,000 gold ahead. Actually, quite surprised how poor this PA has been doing. Not only does he not have his Battle Fury yet, and it's already 80 minutes, he also hasn't even got his threats upgrade yet. Usually, you want your threats first, or face boost if you're that kind of person. What? Gale lah. I wonder if this game could be any more fun than this, though it's not getting there, one might say. Excuse me if I don't really can't really find anything to say right now. It's a little, let's say, disheartening. This game is going. As far as this game is going, as soon as PA hits his farming stride, it's not doing very well as a farmer at the moment, but it's not a bad thing. It needs that Quelling Blade soon, and he is going to need a TP, and afterwards get a lifesteal of sort, and he will be able to pretty much spot on and win this game. Also, I'm very against him not buying Quelling Blade. He's not buying it. He's not buying it. Okay. Nyx doing these things. Hit, stun. Not gonna hit, not gonna miss. Another stun, but Nyx didn't proactively activate the carapace like he really should have. He's only gonna get jumped on now. The example Whisper side does some damage. It will kill off the Bad Rider. He doesn't have a lot of health like that in the first place. Necrophos is also caught out and killed. BKB and Shadowfiend a little late, is still getting caught by the stun of the first one. Evoker just what? Oh wow, face Eul's Invoker. Goodbye with shelter. Face Eul's Invoker. This is kind of, oh boy. Tower's dead. It's just good. They really should give up, and they could kill the tier 2 if they want to, because they already have most of them have ultimates. Wait, no. This team is really weird. All of their ultimates, other than Shadowfiend and Barrier, isn't really that important when it comes to cooldown. What does Rubik have? Level 3 Death Pulse. Level 3 Death Pulse? What? Why is it level 3? I don't really get it, but towers take a lot of damage. Somebody should... Okay, there it is. It probably won't die here because everybody is up and... ulti are quite reasonably there. Did Barrett buy back there? Did he? Yeah, he did. It definitely bought back. Else he would have been on the sidelines for a lot longer. It wasn't needed for him to buy back, but it secured them the Witch Doctor kill. Should be fine. Well, we're back. Good job. So this tower is definitely left alone. Top tower has been destroyed in the meantime, and there are tower is losing a lot of mech control because of this. And even if they do have a decent amount of DPS to be able to take rush with, they are not going to be able to properly take conductive with that. And Radiant really should take advantage of this fight. especially since Battle Rider Ultimate is off cooldown now, and they know that they don't have 5 people because I think it's here. Oh wow, Ultimate ulti. The Yules just better break it off. Juggernaut is already dead, being caught up by the lasso, and the next assassin is by himself right here. Doesn't even activate his carapace, which would have saved him for a little bit at least. But he's dead as well. Necroforce is dead, and this tower is easy enough to be given. And once again, this Invoker has limited. Oh well, okay. Goodbye. His Invoker has limited impact on this game thus far. I might say he's have negative impact on his team if anything else. Oh, that's a combo. He is not gonna get this kill. He in fact dies because of it. So I stand by my point about what I said about the Invoker. What was PA is gonna buy here? He can. It is preferable for him to buy a lifesteal of sorts, but he doesn't really need to. He goes straight for Basher or BKB, whatever he wants. He could even go crazy. Get a I don't think there's anything crazy about this. So it's gotta be Juggernaut has Mahon here now for farming purposes, as well as what seems to be a making of a Basher. Basher will be good in this game. It allows you to bypass the BKB of Shadow Fiend, which he has gotten straight after Blink, I might add, into Butterfly. This is truly the 2010 Shadow Fiend build of old. Not that it's bad, it's just I haven't seen it in a while. Usually see some Yules nonsense nowadays. People buying Yules all the time is even worse than people buying Mech all the time. Not that neither of those things are particularly good. Rubik actually stole Vendetta, huh? He can hit once and blink back if he wants to. It's level 2 Vendetta he stole as well. This inflict quite well. Causes still some CSs if he is truly committed on this. Oh, there's a fight. Shadow Fiend very low already. Gonna get buffed a little bit. Stun there. And ulti for the backline. Easy kill. Here comes the rest of them. Just getting CC by the Rubik. He's doing very well. One race kills off the Witch Doctor. The rest of the team defining blast stolen. Oh man. Oh, and they caught the Jug as well even before he does anything. Got crit. Activate his Mask of Madness, and he will not live. It's probably the easiest way to say it. That's a huge swing. 3,000 gold swing. This guy's not playing very well, and I stand by the assertion that this Invoker is actually a negative impact on his team. Who knows though? So there it is. After these 2 games, I kind of be able to guess who out of these 2 teams is going to be able to move on to the next phase, and let us celebrate on that fact. Why? Well, they're saying GG, they're not GGing out. And wow, I like how this Rubik is better Invoker combo than the Invoker. Oh wow, very close to death is Shadow Fiend once again. He once again escapes, and the enemy team die relentlessly. Ominous Slash? Omni Slash? Omni Slash? What? That's too late now. It's maybe too late now. Well, there's the Omni Slash. Can't tank this. Actually, he did tank it, all of it. Jesus. It does look like, however, that this Battle it's got. Whoa, no, not yet. The heal is insane. Space, I guess. Oh, Ethereal Blade, ulti into it. No mana left for anything. He just dies. Here comes the PA and the rest of them. Is there a gem? There's no gem. But this Nyx can't kill the Shadow Fiend anyway. He has too much health. I don't know what that means, but I suspect it's because Dire said GG, but they didn't actually GG out. and they tried to play instead. Which I don't know. I gotta take a look at the rules, but everybody's dying here except for the Shadow Fiend. Finally, the GG.